You're interested in joining a sorority?
We'd love to have you.
You're the type of person we look for.
Committed.
Enthusiastic.
A leader.
We think you'll do great things here.
And we hope that we'll open some doors for you.
You will make lifelong friendships.
And hopefully,
You're the kind of person whose positive impact
will be felt here for many years. We know you have your reasons for joining, but we also know that the reasons you'll stay will be entirely different.
Trust us on that one.
People tend to join for the image, the props, and the social stuff. They stay around for the friendships because they find a place where they can impact the lives of others. It's a family. Soon these letters will be yours. But there's one lesson that we need to impress upon you before you sign your name on the dotted line, pay that first fee, and get that first t-shirt.
It's the single most important thing we're going to ask of you, so you need to listen and understand it now before you say yes.
It is one of the most important things that any fraternity or sorority can impress on its new members.
Truly, our survival as an organization on this campus and nationwide depends on you understanding this one simple lesson and taking it to heart.
It's more important than our history, our traditions, our structure, or our rules.
Because if you don't understand this most fundamental lesson, then none of the other stuff will matter.
Here it is. Are you ready? From the moment you say yes to this organization, you are always wearing your letters. Let me repeat it. From the moment you say yes to this organization, you are always wearing your letters.
We're not talking about t-shirts or sweatshirts or hats that are made in the color of the group.
We're not talking about a tattoo on your ankle, some party favor, or a badge you wear on your dress.
What we mean is that when you say yes to lifetime membership in this group, everything you say, do, and represent from that moment forward is a direct reflection of this group, your sisters, and the thousands of members that came before you.
Everything that you put out to the world is a direct reflection of this fraternity.
Every decision, every achievement, every mistake you make happens to all of us from this day forward.
When you go to the grocery store, you represent us.
If you fall asleep in class or earn a weak grade, you represent us.
When you drive down the road and you slow down so a pedestrian can cross the road, you represent us.
When you turn 21 and hit downtown, you represent us.
When you become the leader in another campus organization, you represent us.
When you insult someone or talk badly about another fraternity, you represent us.
When you break up with someone and make decisions about how you act during that difficult time, you represent us.
When you go on spring break, you represent us.
When you go home and sit at your mother's dining room table, you represent us.
When you get a job and go to work for a company or organization, you represent us.
When you go to a football game, you represent us.
When you commit your life to that special person someday, you represent us.
You are always wearing your letters.
From this day forward, always. In every situation, every day, they never come off.
As surely as if you tattoo these letters on your forehead.
You have to assume that every person you meet will form a permanent opinion about sororities, good or bad, based upon how you interact with them.
Every good thing you do builds us up.
Every inconsiderate thing you do tears us down.
We live in a time where one man or one woman can kill a group like ours. One person who acts inconsistently with the shared values can ruin 100 years of tradition and pride. One choice you make on a Friday night can take away everything generations of women have worked hard to build. If you think this is a little intense, that's good, because this is serious. If you don't think that you can act in a way that will represent us well at all times, then walk away now. We won't think any less of you. In fact, we'll thank you. This sort of commitment isn't for anyone. But don't say yes unless you understand.
We are not asking you to give up anything.
We're asking you to become something more.
We are inviting you to become a part of a group of women who promise to take care of each other each and every day.
We're asking you to become the very best version of you that you can be.
It's a big deal. Not everyone can do it. Just clear your mind and ask yourself this one question. Are you ready to never take them off?
Because when you say yes,
You're not just putting letters on a sweatshirt. You're putting them in your heart. Everything you are, from this point on, becomes who we are.
You will make mistakes.
And your sisters will remind you of your commitment.
there will be times where you will see sisters forgetting their promise, and you'll need to remind them.
That's part of this whole sorority thing. We work together to make ourselves better women who stand for something. We carry each other.
We matter to one another.
If we're doing the sorority thing right, we'll make you a better woman. If you're doing everything right, you'll make this a better organization. So please think about it. Take it seriously. Because if you say yes, these letters belong to you as surely as they belong to our founders. Because if you say yes, these letters are your responsibility forever.
You are always wearing your letters.